back, my loves. Today I will be doing this really fun look. If you know me, you know that I am from Miami and March in Miami equals Ultra. If you all don't know what Ultra is an EDM festival, an electric dance music festival. I love EDM. I am all up for techno, house, all that stuff. So I got inspired to do this look by Ultra. Ultra is known to be really colorful. It is known to get really crazy. So why not go all colorful and go all crazy with your makeup? This is something that you can wear to an event like that. There's other events like Tomorrowland, EDC, Wicked. So if you want to know how I did this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Smashbox Cover Shop Bold palette, and I am going to take one of the many brushes that I have here for this look. You are going to need a lot of brushes because you don't want to dip into another color using the same brush that you used for the previous color, because then you'll get a mixture of colors. These colors can blend and cannot blend well. It's a love-hate relationship with it. I really suggest having an array of brushes, all sizes, because you will need it. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes first. I'm going with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Fix. Just going to dab that into my eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with my Sephora Pro Concealer Brush number 57, and I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so going in with a small detailed brush, I'm going to go into that yellow color in the Smashbox palette, and I'm going to place that into the inner corner of my right eye, just because I tried doing this look with all 6 colors on each eye and it was not looking as good. It looked really nasty, or it looked muddy. It didn't look nasty, it just looked muddy. That blue and that green and the purple, they weren't blending well at all. So I tried it this way and it looked better. Now I'm going to take the yellow in the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, this one right here, and I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is my Morphe M533 brush, and the reason why I want to use this yellow is because this yellow has more of a deeper undertone. When you look at it in the palette, it looks really bright, but then when you compare it to the other yellow, it doesn't look as bright. So I want to do that just so that it's a better transition for the orange and the red. Alright, taking a detail brush that same size, I'm going to go into that red from the Smashbox palette, and I'm going to put that into the outer V of my eye, leaving that center to apply that orange. And now going into that orange shade from the Smashbox palette, I'm going to take another detail brush. I'm going to use the Morphe M151. This is a tiny little brush, so this is perfect for getting that color on. So I used that brush to bring some of that red-orange color into the crease and up into the brow bone just a little bit. And I'm going to use that M533 brush that we used to apply that yellow shade onto the brow bone, just to mix it in a little bit. Going back in with that yellow detailer brush just to blend that seam in between the orange and the yellow, just to make it a little bit more seamless. Okay, so this is what that orange eye, that yellowy orange eye is looking like. You do want to bring some of that red-orange up into the crease, up into the brow bone, but never take it past or too past the orange shade. If you want to bring it into the yellow just a little bit, that's fine. But do try to keep it more in that orange-red shade area. Now, what I did notice with these colors is that they're not as pigmented as what you see in the pictures, so do not let yourself be fooled. I am still trying to find out how these girls did it. I'm still trying to get it as pigmented. I don't know if maybe their pictures are photoshopped. However, in person, it does not look like that. So do not be disappointed. Do not say I didn't warn you. It's still really pretty. It's just not as pigmented as you would like. Okay, so if you noticed, the gradient that I am doing is in the order Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. You want to do it in order. So you're going to do the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the violet, or vice versa, however you want to. So going in with a detailer brush, I'm going to dip into that green shade right here. Now, these shades have a lot of kickback. So you are going to be dipping and blowing all of this powder off. So make sure that, you know, the area that you are doing this on, you don't want to get it dirty, or you won't get in trouble for getting it dirty. Just saying. So I'm applying it in the exact same order that I applied this shade. So I'm getting the green and I'm applying it where I applied the yellow. So I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics number 12 fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip this brush into this darker shade right here. This is more like a teal, so it's a mixture of blue and green. So this would be perfect to put on that brow bone, since on this eye, I started off with a yellow and then I mixed it with the orange and the red. I think that this would be a really good mix to start with. Now this palette doesn't have as much kickback. It has some, but you know, I don't think you're wasting as much product. However, I bought this off of Poshmark, so I didn't buy it for full price. It was brand new, it hadn't been touched, nothing like that. So, you know, it was a steal. Alright, so now I'm going to take that fluffy brush from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Like I said, I am using a lot of brushes, so I'm pulling brushes from everywhere. So this is a dual-ended brush, and it does have a fluffy side, so I'm going to dip that into that green shade from the Smashbox palette just to add a little bit more green tone to that teal shade. So I concentrated that green shade more onto the inner side of the brow bone, into the inner corner, because on the outer side of the brow bone, I'm going to concentrate that blue and that purple. Going in with a shadow brush into that purple shade from the Smashbox palette and putting that on the outer corner of my eye. Going in with a Sephora Pro Shadow Brush, I've dipped into that blue shade and I'm going to add that into the center of the lid. Going in with that purple shade, I'm just going to go over that purple and blend it in better with blue, because right now I feel like the blue's taking over the purple, so I gotta fix that real quick. So I'm also going to dip it into this purple shade right here. It's more like a neon purple, so I think the mixture of these two shades would be really nice. Continue to add it into the outer V and then bring it into that crease up until the blue shade. Okay, so this is what it's looking on the top lids. I know this looks a little crazy, but obviously this is not something that you wear on a day-to-day. This is something that you would wear to a parade. This is something that you wear to a festival. So it's not an everyday type of look. So yeah. So now I'm going to add a little bit of primer. You guys know the drill with this. I love adding primer under my eyes just because it helps the colors stay in place better and it gives them a base for me to start. I'm going to take an all-over shadow brush and I'm going to use this just to spread that primer under my eyes. I have long nails and it gets difficult to do these. Okay, so now that I've applied my primer, you are going to go ahead and do the exact same things that you did pretty much on your bottom lid. You're going to add that red, that orange, that yellow, the green, the blue, the purple. All right, so right now it's pretty easy to pick out the brushes because they are all very tainted. You're going to go in with that yellow, and I want to start with the yellow from the Huda Beauty palette. All right, so now going into the reds, I'm going to dip it into both reds. And the main reason I use that red from the Huda Beauty is just because that red from the Smashbox palette looks too close to the orange. It's a very red orange. It's not a true red. A true red would be more like the red in this lip palette right here. That's why I like to deepen it with a darker red. And then taking that same small brush that I used for the orange, and I'm going to dip that in there and apply it into the center of my lower lash line. Onto my left eye, I'm going to dip that into the purple from the Huda Beauty and the purple from the Smashbox. Taking that Modern Renaissance brush, the smaller tip, I'm going to dip that into the blue and just add it into the center of my lower lash line. And then going in with that green detail brush and adding some of that green into the inner corner. This is it for the shadow. Once I'm done with my face, I will add that inner corner highlight. But continuing with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and tightline with my Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This is the shade Black Pearl. I'm going to leave my waterline alone just because I still haven't decided if I want to add black or if I want to add white or a cream color. So I will leave that to the end. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara and some lashes, and I will be right back. All right, my darlings, so this is the finished eye look. I went ahead and applied my eyelashes. I'm using the Lily Lashes in Diamond, and I applied some liner. It originally was going to be just a small line just to hide the lash line. But you all know how that thing goes. Eyeliner just has a mind of its own, and it turned into a wing liner. But it still looks really good. I like it. It's bold. And now I'm going to do my lips. So for the lips, I'm going to do a rainbow effect as well. I am about to try this on camera, so let's see how this goes. And I'm going to go into each color in order, little by little, and just add some to my lips. My lovelies, so this is the finished look. I know it looks really, really colorful. It's super, super fun. It is a little complicated to create, so before you go out to any kind of event like this, I do suggest that you practice this and you practice how to blend the colors, you work with the colors, because it is kind of difficult to do. It just takes some practice and practice blending. Pretty much. I really, really enjoyed this look. I really liked doing something different because I'm used to just doing everyday type of looks and, you know, working with the neutral colors, and every now and again I'll throw in a pop of color. So I'm really going out of my comfort zone, and I will continue to do this just so that I can give you guys a whole variety of things. If you want to know what I use, I will be linking that down below. So if you liked this look, please, 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 please subscribe. Go ahead, comment, share, like, hit the notification button, anything you like. I will have more looks like this for you guys, so please stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye.